web series on Webtoon is called The Boxer. It's really new, only has a couple of chapters out. Well, it starts out from basically an alleyway during night where there's this guy walking past this boy who gets beaten up. Then from there, it turns over to a boxing gym where this white haired kid is just beating everyone up. He seems like a genius. One some famous coach named K has already come over to see what this kid's about. He basically admits this kid's basically like a talented, like he has natural talent, but he just lacks experience, as which he wants to steal. And as he see enough and was about to leave, he looks out the window and in the alley he sees this black kid being not black kid, kid with black hair, basically being bullied. And as he's watching, he's realized this kid could easily dodge, but he doesn't. Then he proceeds to go down there themselves to really see if it's true. And he basically tests them. And as he decides to throw a serious punch, the kid actually dodges. And now he's totally interested in this kid, wanting to train him because he's something different, something special as he saw himself. From there, it goes on to the next chapter, the third chapter, where in the school where the white-haired kid we're talking about is basically like the bully of the school. Basically he has his own career and everything. Basically, he bullies Jay and the black-haired kid, which his name is Yu, which you find out later in the chapter. And Yu's just too scared to do anything back to protect himself. Then later, as they're during PE class, Yu stops a ball from hitting Jay's head, and because of that, Ryu, the white-haired kid, basically beats him up after school, and he doesn't do anything about it because the way basically from these webtoons, as you just see, he basically seems dead inside. Basically, this man does not seem like he cares for living in this world. And we found out later about Jay that his dad was a former boxer, and actually admires him for it. And he's mad at himself that he couldn't stand up to the bully. And I also find later in the chapter, I just find it really interesting. I'm not sure what's up with the school. I'm not sure why a teacher gave Ryu, the white-haired kid, the address of Yu, the black-haired kid. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure how much power he has, but he got his address and proceeded to beat him up at his own address. And this is where it gets really interesting because as I said, Yu just lets him do it, even though you find out later he can just be able to easily defend himself. Then, as in chapter 5, Jay decides to actually have some courage and actually stand to the bullies who are bullying Yu. And what ends up happening is, he tries his best, and Ryu gets involved. Then he ends up losing miserably. The moment we've all been waiting for. Okay, so the moment we've been waiting for is when Yu gets involved, and he proceeds with barely enter, knocks out Ryu's minions. Then afterwards, he starts to fight Ryu himself. And as he's fighting Ryu realizes this man's something different. As he starts to feel fear from the first time, he starts to actually cower. His attacks do nothing. Yu dodges all his attacks, and he starts to feel more and more afraid. And as he keeps looking on the distance, he looks back and realizes this man is way above his level. He's something beyond talent. And in the end, he wakes up in the hospital, crying.